Good morning, everyone. My name is Amy Ferreira. Thank you so much for joining me today on this demo. So today we are going to be concentrating on electrical contractors. Um, some of you might do other types of work. So if that's the case, or if anybody would like to have a demo that is geared specifically towards you, just a one-on-one, please reach out to me, let me know. You can put it in the chat and, I will get back to you after the demo. So I always like to give a little bit of background about CIS, just explain to you what we do, how we get our information. We've been in business for over 32 years. We are a family business based out of North Jersey. And our service, our website actually got started out of frustration from one of the owners of using a national service because he felt that he was missing the local projects. If you are using another service, they are nationally based. And what that means is, they are looking for projects all over the country and don't just focus in this area. And so that's what we do. We have about 40 inside and outside reporters that literally hunt down all of our information. Our office is based out of North Jersey, and this is our coverage area. So our demo today is actually going to encompass a couple of territories. We're looking at projects in North Jersey. We're looking at projects in the 5 boroughs, as well as Lower Hudson, which is Orange, Rockland, and Westchester. So again, if you want to do a demo that's just, focused in your area, we can do that. So we are looking for the projects in this local market. And the way that we do that, again, is by our reporters. So we know that we can't get enough information just going online and making some phone calls. So we actually increased our outside reporters as well. And basically, a lot of these local municipalities are still putting projects out in newspapers. So in all of our territories, in your area, we are even getting those newspapers because we know that that's a source of the information. And I know a lot of people have missed out on projects because the national services are not picking up, those local newspapers. So that is one way that we do it. And we are looking for private project information as well as public. So on the public side, we have, again, the outside reporters, they go to bid openings, they go to owners, they go to engineers to get the information. And on the private side, we actually are chasing private new construction. So we are starting with the planning boards as our source for our private work. And what that means is if you're going to build something, you have to get approvals before the planning boards before you can, do that. So we're finding out, we kind of go the back door to find out what people are building. And once we're doing that, then we're going to owners and developers and architects and engineers on the project and following it every step of the way until it's completed. You get to decide if you want to get involved early with owners and developers or just strictly with the general contractor. So I'm actually going to sign in here. Everybody in your company can all have their own login, can all have your own, be able to keep track of all of your own projects. So, for time reasons, I created a few reports here, which we're going to go over. But just to, quickly, we have some save reports in here, which we're going to start with. We have a search bar, which, you can search for projects and contractors, GCs and subs, suppliers, equipment companies, professional services, owners. If you don't know the name of the project, but you know the owner, that's a simple way to search. Sub requests. GCs are posting projects because they need subs to reach out to them. And then the tracking, you'll see as we are looking at projects, we're going to track them. We can track general contractors or competitors. The purpose is you don't want to have to search for updates over and over again on projects. When you find something you're interested in, give it a track. It goes into this folder and we notify you when there's an update. You can see that here. Same thing with contractors. So we're going to start with the daily feed. This is our everyday information. So every day you can either access it from our website or you'll also receive it in an email the night before with the next day's information. And basically the way that we set up this report is by the private work in stages and then the public projects. So our private work is found in pre-planning and planning, and then here in negotiated, which is GC already awarded. So when we're looking in pre-planning, these projects are super early on. They can be a conceptual stage project. It can be a town selling a piece of property to a developer to have something redeveloped in the town, but it can also be a public building that needs public approval before it actually goes out to bid. For most of you that are on this call as electrical subs, you're probably going to want to just get involved with the project once the GC is awarded. But I'm just going to give you an example of what it looks like in these early stages in case, you do want to get involved early. So the first thing I always do is actually go to the description and find out exactly what they're building so that you know if it's a good fit for you. So they're going to put up a multi-story mixed-use building, 13-story residential, 3-story mixed-use residential, retail, and a parking garage. And then a 19-story residential portion. The building will have 322 residential units, 3,200 plus square feet of retail space, and parking. So that's giving you a good idea of exactly how big this is, whether or not this is a good fit for you. And then if we go to the top and work our way down, we know the name of it, Residential Towers at 853 Jersey Ave. The location is the same. So a lot of companies, if you guys are doing work in Jersey City, close by, maybe you print out the project, you have the address, you can always take a look at it. We have the owner developer, Northport Associates Development Company, your design firms. This is some of the work included in the project, obviously not all of it. And then you have your planning notes. So when you're looking at these private projects, all this information is important, but especially the planning notes, because this is going to give you an idea of how far off the project is. Where are they at in their process of trying to get approvals to have the project built? So the last note, or this note, is preliminary site plan app will be reviewed by the Jersey City Planning Board on August 8th, but it was already carried from June 13th and June 27th, which is, the summertime. So a lot of times those, the meetings kind of get, pushed, but that's what you want to take a look at. If you're interested in a project, you can track it. Just click on this button here. And now, as I said before, anytime that we update this project, automatically you will be notified. You also have the ability to add yourself as interested. So if I click on this, it'll add my company, which is, a fake company, so that other CIS companies can also see who's interested in this project. They can, click on the profile. Like if I click on Cardella Waste, we can see exactly who they are, what they do, their contact people, how they can be contacted, and then some of their other information in here. So it's a really good way to get your name listed on a particular project. And again, you're getting your name out to other CIS companies that can, possibly use you for their services. Okay, next tab is planning. So these projects are a little bit further along where they typically have, a design firm listed, but they're still trying to get public approval, and a general contractor has not been awarded yet. So let's take a look at this one in Westchester in Chappaqua. So North Greeley Ave Apartments and Commercial. So again, where it's located, who the design firm is, some work included, your planning notes. So this one started a little bit. This one started, if you come over here, it says published 4/28/23. So you're always going to know when we started following a project. So the most recent note will be up top, and what's happened prior to that will be at the bottom. So you can always just read from the bottom to the top to get caught up on everything that's happened. So this note was zoning to support the project will be discussed at the Newcastle Town Board on September 5th. And what will happen is after that date, our reporters, our planning reporter that handles Westchester, will follow up to find out exactly what happened at that meeting and add that to the note. So again, by you tracking it, you'll be notified after we get that update. And then you've got your description. So they're going to demo a Rite Aid, and they're going to put up a 4-story, 4-building apartment complex with 45 units. And then just, everything else that they're doing as well. There's an amenity space, a commercial space, and then they're considering a diner. They're also going to have electric car sharing vehicles and bike parking. So for those of you that are, have gotten into the EV charging stations, you know that they're going to have that as well. Okay. So now the next tab we're going to go to, we're going to move over here to negotiated just to kind of keep it in the theme with the private work. But again, these are projects that a GC has already been awarded. So let's take a look and see. There's 10 projects. You can see that some of them are in progress. Just to let you know, even though it says in progress, still take a look at them because in progress might mean demolition has started, site work has started. It doesn't necessarily mean regular construction has started. Let's take a look at this one in Manhattan. So this is Sloan Kettering Hospital. So this target date is first quarter 2024. So that means that they've told us that they're ready to break ground 2024. And here you have your contractor. So TLV Alliance, which is Turner and Lend-Lease. They're doing this project together. You know, you have your owner, your design firm. Again, work included. You know, this doesn't mean everything, but this is some of the, you know, of work that's involved in this project. And then you've got your planning note. So as of August 1st, see the target date, which we just read. Project delivery is anticipated in 2030. So they're anticipating this is going to take, you know, quite a few years to get this done. Excuse me. And then again, your description. So they're going to demo medical student housing and admin offices, and they're going to put up a 31-story, 600-foot tall, 1 million square foot tower to treat cancer patients needing complex care. All right. So again, if you're interested, give it a track and add yourself as interested. Because you don't know who the general contractor is that's looking at this project. That can be a CIS client, maybe for other projects that are going to be happening, because we know that, you know, Turner and Lend-Lease is the GC on this, and this is who you would reach out to. So when you see a hyperlink, you can always click on these and you can see what else this company is working on, as well as if this owner has anything else that they've got in the works, and the design firm. So we'll do that in another spot, but I just want to let you know that that is an option as well. And then you've got out to bid. So now we've moved over to the public project. So put everything on one page, and everything that's new comes up first in bid date order. So let's go through it. And this is where you want to actually take a look at the title of the projects to decide what's a good fit for you. So you've got bridge replacement, interior alterations, roofing. Let's just take a look at this one in Hackensack. This one's in New Jersey. This is what your public format looks like. Your bid date is September 8th at 10 o'clock, where it's located, who the owner is. So this is Hackensack Board of Ed, your design firm, your documents. Typically, you're going to have a link that will take you to the documents, or we're going to let you know where you have to get them from. So they will be available after August 4th. The cost of them, your bid guarantee for the person that's bidding this as a prime. There is a pre-bid meeting on August 15th. This is a prevailing wage project. It's a single contract. Unfortunately, as you guys know, there are some owners that won't release plan holders, and this is one of them. However, a lot of times we'll still get them from the design firm. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I do need to have a sip of water. Okay. So, and then if we scroll down, you can also see that we do have updates on existing projects. So again, I tell you, I'm going to keep telling you to track your projects so that you don't have to worry about going through updates. If you've tracked any of these projects, you'll automatically be notified if there's an update. Okay, last tab are bid results. So these are the projects that have bid yesterday prior to that, and this is where we're putting them. So we've got a project that bid yesterday in Bernards Township, a library entrance project. Here's your description. If there's any electrical in here, it'll tell you. And then these are your bidders. So AB Contracting was the low bidder, all the way down to DeSapio as the highest bidder. So if you take a look at AB Contracting very quickly, we can see their bid history. We can see how you would contact them. You can see what they have been low bid on in the last 3 years, these 43 projects. You can also get an idea of the size of the projects that they are bidding, where they're doing their bidding, and really giving you some insight to these contractors. So if we take a look at this one from a couple weeks ago, a town hall renovation in Rockaway, you can see that they were the low bid at $238. Have they left any money on the table? Looks like it's a pretty tight bid all the way up until this one, but the rest of these companies have all been, you know, they're all pretty much within the same price. So that is, what did they have? 43 that they were low bid on, and then their other bids were 64. So if you combine the two, they've bid well over 100 projects in the last 3 years. These are the projects that they did not get. So this project, they bid yesterday as well, that they did not get. But if we take a look at it, you can see that VMF Construction was the low bid, and then everybody else that's on this project as well, and also alternate bids. You can do that with any contractor, and then you can even track them. So if we click on this, now they are being tracked. Anytime that they pick up plans or place a low bid, automatically you will be notified. Okay, so that was the daily email. We also have a project so that if you are not able to look at the daily email every day, the last few will make sure that you don't miss anything. Today's the 2nd. If you don't get to look at the daily email again till September 2nd, it'll hold every report that you miss, so you don't miss anything. Index report is everything that's currently out to bid on our website within your territory, within your categories. For time, reasons, I created these 2 reports here. This is for the companies that do private work. Whether you do private work only, you don't look at any public projects at all, or maybe you do a mixture. So this is showing us all of the projects within the last 30 days. So between July 1st and August 2nd. So most of you as subcontractors are probably going to want to go right to the projects that the GC is already awarded, which is right here in negotiated. So there are 209 projects. Again, to remind you, we are looking at a lot of different territory. So this report can be modified to just give you the territory that you're interested in. So you can see that there's, a lot of projects that we've reported in the last, 30 days. I would start with the projects that don't say in progress, but again, to keep in mind that even if it says that, it doesn't mean that it's too late for you. Let's take a look at this one in Astoria. So here is your general contractor, DeFori & Sons. And you can see by the planning notes that what has started is excavation. So the regular part of the construction has not started. So it's still not too late for you if you wanted to get involved. Again, go to the description, see exactly what they're building, and decide if this is something that you want to get involved with. Okay. So that is what a private report looks like. And then if we go to the next report, electrical projects out to bid and bid results, this is showing you specific keywords that I put together. So if I just click on here real quick, modify this report, I just threw a couple of keywords together. And here they are: electrical, generator, light. Again, we can add to this report. You can, take out words that you might not care about, but that's what's in here. There are 140 projects. So again, let's put as many as we can on one page. These projects are all bidding today, tomorrow. So let's actually go to the second page. And if we work our way down to the bottom, then we can always go to the top from here. So we can see, let's see, how far out do these bids go? So this project is not bidding until September 19th. So we give you a lot of time with this. Here's a couple of projects in here that you might be interested in, some that I've already tracked. Like here's electrical, here's a direct prime bid for electrical services and control work. Here's 2nd Avenue subway station. We'll start with this one. So this job is bidding on September 13th. This is a transit project. Here's a DBE goal in here. If you take a look at the notes section, there was an addendum that was added. The bid date has been extended from August 30th. And then you've got your description, and it'll light up, some of the words, lights and electric. And then here are your plan holders on this project. So these are the companies that if you're going to bid as a sub to, that you're going to reach out to. You can see if you have any competitors in here, EJ Electric, 5 Star Electric, they've picked up plans also, Hellman Electric, but also the GCs that you can work with. Okay, let's move up a little. Let's see. Here's one in Westchester, Tuckahoe Public Library interior renovation. So this one's bidding on August 29th. Let's see. We've got a big description on this one, lighting, electrical. And then you can see that the pre-bid meeting on this is not until August 15th. So after that time, as people pick up the plans, we're going to start to add those plan holders to the project. All right, so let's see. So these are all bidding later, which is great. You get enough time for that. Let's go to the first page and we can see what we have in here. So we've got a lot of SCA projects, municipal projects, other schools. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, here's one in New Jersey, Watchung Hills Regional School interior alterations. So this is what the Board of Ed, your documents, you can click here to get those. This pre-bid meeting was July 20th. Your requirements, I know people ask about whether or not that's listed. There's that. Again, you've got an addendum. Here's the description for this one. Also, pretty large. Here's all the electrical information in here. And then here's all your plan holders on this project. So same thing. These are the companies that you're going to reach out to. Whenever you see a handshake, that means that you know that this GC already has a subcontractor request out here. So it's these trades in here as well as the division 21 through 28. So you can reach out to the contractor for your type of work. Okay. So now let's go back to the top and then quickly, these are the bid results. These are the projects that have bid yesterday and prior to that with those specific keywords also. All right, so for time reasons, we're going to kind of move on from there. But again, we can do a customized report specifically for you. So now we are trying to get back to the desktop. Here's the tracking, just very quickly. This is important. As you can see, I've got 11 projects tracked. 3 of them have been updated. If I click on it, I can see exactly what's been updated. I can make notes. You can see I've got the towns listed. But this is a good way for you to keep track of whatever it is that you're doing on specific projects. And, not have to keep a million notes places. You can do it all in this one spot. And then same thing for the contractors. So it's letting you know who on here has already picked up plans or placed bids on projects. So you can keep track of GCs, you can keep track of competitors and know exactly what they're doing. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Obviously, there's more to it. There's other reports that we can do, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of how you can narrow down your search by your specific trade. Here at CIS, we have really good customer service. You would have one specific customer service rep that would help you with anything that you needed, questions, technical questions, questions about projects. We have, tutorials, we have training that can be done. You can click on any of these and take a look at a tutorial that we've done. And our phone number is on every single page. So just to give a quick recap, we are local. We are in your backyard looking for projects. That is why you want to use a local service. That's why you'd want to use CIS. A lot of your GCs that you bid to, a lot of your competitors, they use our service. Speak to them. You can always get a reference from them. They've all switched from the national services. So again, if you'd like to have a one-on-one demo, please definitely let me know. I'm happy to reach out to you and set something up. So thank you so much for your time.